Welcome guys to the Alesiz. Now I am the Alesiz, and this is a section I never thought I will ever start, because I honestly didn't believe somebody will actually give a rotten cow's ass about me other than what I normally just post on YouTube, which is mostly gaming stuff and, well, just gaming videos, right? So I have to say I'm really happy for this, and I want to thank Jurassic Gamer, who was the first person to tell me to do a question and answers video, and that's why I'm doing this. And I want to say I'm very thankful to you, and I want to invite you guys watching this video to check his channel. He's also a gaming YouTuber. He has a lot of videos about Watch Dogs and other videos that you guys might be interested on, so I'm gonna put the link right there so you guys click it. Do you guys ever click the links I put in there? I don't know if you do, but hopefully you do, because if you don't, then you're missing a lot of fun. I also want to say that I hate other YouTubers who call themselves gaming channel, but when you get into their channel, they're like 99% question and answers videos and 1% actual gameplay. That's fucking stupid. Why you call yourself a gaming channel if you ever do that? So I don't want to do that, and I promise you guys I'm not gonna do that. So this is just a video that I posted because I thought it would be fun. But if I ever do that, if I ever turn my gaming channel into a question and answers video, you guys can kick me in the balls, spit in my face, then unsubscribe, and then call me a douchebag, and then just tell me what a big ass douchebag I really am. So don't ever let me guys do that, and I promise you I'm not gonna turn my gaming channel into that. It's always gonna be a gaming channel. So thanks a lot for watching. So the first question comes from Jurassic Gamer, and he says, what inspired me to do YouTube? Man, you really gave me a hard one, and no, this is not one of those "that's what she says" joke. It is really hard because I have a lot to say, and I'll try to be brief. So for that reason, I first have to say that I do have a college degree. I graduated and I found something that pays for my bills. But the thing is that I did that because everybody told me to do that. You know, that's what everybody do. That's what you're supposed to do when you graduate. You're supposed to get a job or get something that pays for yourself, and even if you don't like it. So I did that, and well, it was something that I didn't like, and at first it was just like, all right, I can pay for myself, I can pay for everything. But every night I will be playing video games, like every single night without exception, and I've been doing that for years. And the thing here is that it's something that I wouldn't tell other people, because, like, I don't know, it's like I felt ashamed of it or something, you know, like if I was doing drugs or something. And I hate it because, you know, there's people who like sports, there's people who drinks every weekend, but I mean by sports, I mean that there's people that know like all the stats of their favorite teams. They know everything about it, and people think that's cool. That's even in many other hobbies, like if you drink every weekend, which is fine, I'm not criticizing that, but I mean, people see that as just something normal. But don't dare to tell them that you are very into video games, because they're gonna be like, oh, well, I think you should go out more. Oh, well, that's cool, but you know, you should get some friends. Are you trying to get a girlfriend? Because that's not how you get a girlfriend. Motherfucker, what makes you think I don't have friends or I don't have a life? I do have a life, and that's fucking stupid, and I hate that. So for that reason, I used to hide it. And it's even worse because there's people who says video games turn you violent, or you're gonna end up killing people, or video games are the cause for all people going all psycho and global warming and Bin Laden and all that bullshit going around the world is because of video games. Alright, I went a little bit too far. But I think that's a bigger bullshit than saying that my good friend David Delgado is good at Call of Duty. Come on, dude. We all know you suck. And it was really stupid because I didn't want to tell people that I like video games, because I didn't want to be judged because of that. But then I saw other gaming YouTubers who actually made it big, and I don't want people to say, oh, those are just 1 in a billion, those are just exceptions, and just because they got something, they did something that you cannot do. And that's what I want to prove the world. I want to prove the world that they are mistaken, that you can actually get good stuff out of video games. I really love being creative, and by creative I mean like doing stuff that other people won't do, and maybe they can do, but I don't know, I love the sensation, the feeling of you get when you do something that other people hasn't done before. And I really love when people just watch my videos and they'll be like, oh man, that was a good hack, or those are good tips, and you know, stuff like that. So I really love that. I just really love being entertaining. I love entertaining people, and it's awesome because I do have a lot of fun making videos, and it just makes me forget all the bad stuff. You know, every time I'm just playing a game and I'm recording a video, it's just like I forget everything, and I just focus on how can this be creative, or how can this can make somebody else smile, or how can this make someone learn something. You know, it's just really inspiring when someone comments on my video and tells me, hey dude, that was a good hack, or that was just awesome, and whatever you guys post on it is just awesome for me. So to close this question, what inspires me to do YouTube, it's to be that guy who comes up with new videos, who can make other people forget their bad stuff, just like somebody else did to me. Just like every time I would just log in to play video games or watch YouTube videos about gaming, and I will forget about the bad stuff. I will forget about the routine I was, and it's very good because that helped me to get out of that routine. So that will be something great for me if I ever accomplish that, to help some other people, to inspire some other people. If you have talents, or if they have talents, to use them and not give up, and just not be on the same routine every day because somebody else told you to, because you have to get a job and pay your rent, but you're very good at video games, or you're good at arts or music or whatever. So that will be like my final goal, to inspire people to use their talents to get out of their routines. Okay guys, so I already made that answer real long and dramatic, but I kind of felt like I had to explain this, like I had to tell you guys why I'm doing this, so that's why I made that video. But I promise you that my next question and answer videos are not gonna be that dramatic. I promise you that. So moving to the next question, Tima's Awareness asks, please do a video about how to work an external mic to a camera, on the pros and cons. Thanks a lot. I really have a feeling that you have these deep voice, and I try to imitate and whatever. Yeah, I can totally do that, and I'm about to do it because you guys ask and I answer. So in my opinion, it's always all pros. You get better quality, you can pick what microphone to use. It's just all pros, unless you're using the Sony music video recording camera, also known as the Sony HDR NV1, which is dedicated for musicians, and it's only $300 in the market. It's pretty good because you can get the best quality and the best audio quality. You can even Google, you can even go to YouTube and look for other tutorials about it. But if you're using a normal camera or an iPad or whatever, then I'm definitely gonna tell you that it's always better to use an external microphone. The only downside I will see on this is that it is really a pain in the ass connecting a microphone, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because you first need a camera that has a 3.5mm input, and I have found that Sony cameras and Canon camera are very compatible with other microphones, especially with that plug. But the second thing you need to know is your microphone dynamic or condenser? Most dynamic microphones, you can just plug them directly to it, but they lack the 3.5mm plug. It comes with USB or other types of XLR cable or whatever. It's just different. So if you want to connect it to your camera, then you probably won't be able to. So most of the time, people decide to go for condenser microphones. Now, if you have an iPad, just like I do, it's just pretty easy. Well, not pretty easy, but it's easier because I can use this, which is called an iRig Pro, which works as a preamp. And there goes the third part I want to tell you. You need a preamp if you have a condenser microphone. Now, I heard that you have the same, well, I heard because you told me, right? You told me you have the same microphone that I have, which is this one, the XM35 from Beat Pro, which then in that case, you don't need a phantom power supply, because that's the other thing. To connect it to a camera, you need sometimes you need a phantom power supply, but in this case, you don't need it. But what you do need, it's a preamp. So on the market, there's a very cheap preamp that looks a lot like the iRig Pro, which is the iRig Pre, which is $100 cheaper than the iRig Pro. I know it's a big ass difference, right? And you obviously can connect it to your Apple devices and some Android. But the thing is that if you want to connect it to your camcorder, then you won't be able to. Then you need a special adapter, which is $5, that transforms the output signal to a compatible 3.5mm plug. Even if it's the same even if it's a 3.5mm plug, it's not compatible just by connecting it by just like that. But then another question you asked me, what is the same mic that I have? I was looking into this device for the future Beach-Tech DXA 2T universal audio adapter for compact camcorders. Are you familiar with it? And the answer is yes and no. I don't have it, but I do know that it's really gonna be pretty helpful because it is a preamp and it's gonna help you to connect basically any condenser microphone to your camcorder through the 3.5mm plug. So it is pretty good and it's pretty awesome. If you want to check it out, it's on the market. That's the price. You can see it on the screen. You can find it easily. And from all the preamps that I have seen in the market, except for the Ivory Prey, it's one of the cheapest ones, and it is also compatible with almost any camera. So I really recommend you to try it. But if you find a cheaper one, then just let me know and I'll do a video about it, alright? So in conclusion, yes, it is better to connect an external microphone to your camcorder, but the downside, as I said, is that it is really complicated. So you have to get familiar with a condenser microphone, phantom power supplies, and preamps. Now there's another option where you can plug a microphone to the computer and then just record with a camcorder and then just sync it on the computer. I can give you tips on that if you ever want to know about that, because that's a different thing. But if you want to save yourself all this bullshit, just get the Sonic camera, the music video recorder camera, or also called the HDR MV1, which is going to be real great for what you're trying to do. So thanks a lot for watching. This is probably the longest answers someone has ever given on YouTube, but I don't give a fuck because you guys gave me really hard questions. So if you have more questions, you feel free to ask me on the comments down there or on my Twitter account, which I'm gonna post right there. So thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you on the other side.